Okay, fourth one. When the object B moves in opposite direction, when object B moves in opposite direction, opposite direction of A, object B moves in opposite direction of A, then BAB equal to BA plus BB. Then BAB equal to BA plus BB. Okay, I'll repeat. First point on the relative velocity of object A with respect to B, it is VAB equal to VA minus VB. Relative velocity of object B with respect to A, it is VBA equal to VB minus VA. When it is in the same direction, VAB equal to VA minus VB. When in opposite direction, it is VAB equal to VA plus VB. Okay, so it depends upon the relative motion from one point to other point. So A to B or B to A depends upon that one. So formulas will be there. Okay, clear? Note pantingla.
Sir.
Right, ma'am. So we'll do a problem on this. Take a problem. A car, capital A, a car A moving with 10 meter per second. Moving with 10 meter per second. Moving with 10 meter per second on a straight road. On a straight road is ahead of car B. On a straight road is ahead of car B. Is ahead of car B. Moving in the same direction. Ahead of car B, moving in the same direction at 6 meter per second. At 6 meter per second. Find the relative velocity of A to B and vice versa, that is B to E. Find the relative velocity of A to B and vice versa, which is B to A. I'll repeat the question. A car A moving with 10 meter per second on a straight road is ahead of car B moving in the same direction at 6 meter per second. Find the relative velocity of A with respect to B and B with respect to A. Okay, so try
4
to
meter per second, sir.
which one, ma? VAB, yeah?
A to B.
VAB is
4 meter per
yes,
second.
ma, correct. VAB is 4 meter per second.
B to A minus 4 meter per second.
B to A is equal to, which is in opposite direction, so it is minus 4 meter per second. Okay, fine. Okay. Right, others, நீங்க வந்து பேசவே வேணாம்டா. சரி, question ஆவது நோட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டீங்களா? ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருக்கா? Okay, next question, ma. Next question. Two trains, 120 meters. Two trains, 120 meters and 80 meters. Two trains, 120 meters and 80 meters in length. 120 meters and 80 meters in length are running in opposite direction. With velocities 42 kilometer per hour. 42 kilometer per hour and 30 kilometer per hour. And 30 kilometer per hour. In what time they will completely cross each other? In what time they will completely cross each other? I'll repeat the question. Two trains, 120 meters and 80 meters. 120 meters and 80 meters in length are running in opposite direction with the velocities 42 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, in what time they will completely cross each other? Okay, so one way we'll see. So first we are going to find the relative velocity of train with respect to the other. So we are going to find relative velocity of train, one train with respect to other. So எப்படின்னா இது நான் வந்து A train நினைக்கிறேன், இது நான் வந்து B train நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, so it is A train and B train. So both are crossing each other. Now in opposite directions it are crossing. So we are going to find VAB. VAB equal to VA plus BB. Opposite direction, VAB is equal to VA plus VB. So what is the relation? And when you are getting it, it is kilometer per hour. So you need to convert into meter per second. So give me the final answer. Meter per second lo, I need the answer.
19.9, sir.
19.9 எதுமா meter per second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can take 20. Okay, so it is 20 meter per second. It is 20 meter per second. Okay, now, so I know the relative velocity. Relative velocity எனக்கு தெரியும். Now we are going to find the distance it was covering. So இதுல வந்து ரெண்டு trains இருக்கு. First correct one. ரெண்டு trains இருக்கு 120 meters and 80 meters. So ரெண்டு trains cross ஆகும்போது the total distance ரெண்டு distance combine பண்ணாதான் the total distance will be. So the total distance is around 200 meters. Total distance is around 200 meters. Now we got the total distance, we got the velocity. Can you able to find the time period? So time period is equal to so distance, that is 200 meters by the velocity, which is 20. So time period on the, it is 10 seconds. So the time period is around 10 seconds. This is your answer. Okay. Note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Next question we'll see. Next question. இது நீங்க try பண்ணுங்க. Take the question. A car moving with a speed of. Okay, இதுல ஏதாவது doubts இருக்காமா? ஏதாவது doubts இருக்கா? Right. Okay, மகா நீ மட்டும் தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்க. Super. Okay. Next question. A car A moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Next question. இது நீங்க try பண்ணுங்க. A car A moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. With a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, 60 kilometers per hour. And the car B is moving with a speed of 75 kilometers per hour. 60 kilometers per hour and 75 kilometers per hour. Okay. Along parallel straight paths, starting from the same point. So starting from the starting in the parallel paths, starting from the same point. Okay, what is the position of car A with respect to B? What is the position of car A with respect to B? With respect to B after 20 minutes. After 20 minutes. I'll repeat the question. A car A is moving with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour and a car B is moving with a speed of 75 kilometers per hour along parallel straight paths starting from the same point. What is the position of the car A with respect to B after 20 minutes? After 20 minutes. So try to find the relative velocity. What is the answer? Simple the question is. Just we need to find the relative velocity. Relative velocity find out பண்ணிட்டு we need to find the distance covered. In the position நம்ம find out பண்ணணும். Find the relative velocity. What is the answer?
$4.2, sir.
சரிமா எதுமா
Velocity, relative velocity.
4.2 Okay, so first tell me in kilometers per hour எவ்வளவு வருதுன்னு சொல்லுங்க. Kilometers per hour எவ்வளவு வருது?
First I convert into meter per second.
Yes,
Then
it's nothing but BAV is nothing but 60 minus 75. 60 minus 75, it is a minus 15 kilometers per hour. correct? So இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன் 5 by 18 நான் வந்து multiply பண்ணா we'll get the answer ன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன் to find the meter per second. So இங்க வந்து meter per second பண்ணலனாலும் no issues, or you can convert into meter per second. So when you do it, 15 into 5 divided by 18. So 4.2 meter per second. So it is minus. This is your velocity under meter per second. Now on the total distance find out பண்ணணும். Okay, total distance it was covering. இங்க வந்து 20 minutes அப்புறமா கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So the distance is equal to velocity. What is the relation to find the distance? Distance is equal to velocity into time period. Velocity into time period. ஆனா time period வந்து இங்க 20 minutes இருக்கு. We need to convert into seconds or we need to convert into hours. நீங்க வந்து kilometer per hour ல convert பண்ணனும்னா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்கன்னா convert this minutes into hour. If you are doing meter per second, convert into seconds. Okay, try to convert into seconds and find the answer. Distance find out பண்ண. So velocity into time. So நீங்க meter per second na 20 minutes you have to convert into seconds.
Distance is equal to 5040.
Yes. So approximate the answer is around 5000 meters. 5000 meters. Okay, so இது வந்து opposite direction ல இருக்கும். So direction வந்து opposite ல இருக்கறனால it will be minus. Okay, distance is 5000 meters. Distance is 5000 meters, or you can specify it as minus 5 kilometers. Answer is 5 kilometers. Okay. மத்த பேர் நீங்க பண்றீங்கன்னு தெரியல. ஸ்வேதா என்னாச்சு? ஸ்வேதா, தினேஷ் response இல்லமா? Okay, we'll do one more sum, then we'll see the vectors. Question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So the question is, a car A is traveling on a straight level road. A car A is traveling on a straight level road with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It is followed by another car B. So it is A car, it is followed by another car B, which is moving with a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. What is the distance between them? Sorry, when is the distance between them? Is 2.5 kilometers. When is the distance between them is 2.5 kilometers, comma, car B is given an deceleration of 20 kilometer per hour square. Deceleration of 20 kilometer per hour square. After what distance and time will the car B catch up the car A? Will the car B catches the car A? After what distance and time will the car B catches with car A? I'll repeat the question. Car A is traveling on a straight level road with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour and B traveling with a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, when the distance between them is 2.5 kilometers, when it is 2.5 kilometers, okay, so car B is given a deceleration of 20 kilometer per hour square. It is for hour square. Okay, so after what distance and time will the car B catch up with car A? Okay, so try to find. So we need to find the distance. What is the distance it was traveling? Okay, and what is the time period? First, find the relative velocity because we are discussing with respect to B to A. So first, find the relative velocity with respect to B to A. The first point. Okay, so then for car B, we are going to find the time period. So in the time period la வந்து இது match ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, deceleration பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், இந்த time period la match ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So இங்க நான் பார்க்கும்போது there will be having some velocity, correct? And the relative velocity lo it was moving. ஏன்னா வந்து இதுக்கு இது compare பண்ணும்போது the difference is nothing but your relative velocity, that is your initial velocity. U the relative velocity, okay, and displacement theorem which is 2.5 kilometers, and acceleration theorem which is a deceleration minus that is opposite, which is deceleration, minus 20 km per hour square. Okay, so உங்களுக்கு வந்து displacement தெரியும், acceleration தெரியும், initial velocity which is nothing but your relative velocity. So from these relations we are going to find the time period. Time period வேணும்னா என்ன formula? So we can use your third equation, or I'll go with the second because I don't know the final velocity. So second equation, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. So from s is equal to ut plus half a t square, we are going to find the time period. Okay, எனக்கு time period தெரியும். Okay, now we are going to find the distance which is was carrying during it. Okay, first find the time period. Time period கண்டுபிடிங்க. Relative velocity கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு you have to find the time period. Right? Relative velocity tensor, relative velocity is correct. Relative velocity is 10. Okay, when you're finding the displacement, இங்க வந்து displacement இருக்குல்ல, the time period இருக்குல்ல, in this relation, no need to convert anything into meter per second. Just try to convert directly. Okay, so substitute பண்ணிட்டு direct time period find out பண்ணுங்க. Time period should be in hours. Okay, so convert எதுவுமே பண்ணாதீங்க meter per second. Direct time period find out பண்ணுங்க. Try to find the time period. Acceleration minus 20 ல இருக்குமா, அது பாசிட்டிவ் எடுக்காதீங்க because it is deceleration. What is the time period? Okay, minus half into 20 into 20. Okay, and the time period is t square. So in this relation, when you're doing the relation, so time period எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னா t is equal to 0.5 hours வருது. Time period வந்து 0.5 hours வருது. Okay, now we got the time period. So we are going to find the displacement. So B வந்து deaccelerate பண்ணும்போது, so எந்த time period லோ it was matching. So time period நம்ம find out பண்ணோம். எவ்வளவு displacementல இது வந்து match ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, we are going to find. Now, so to find the displacement, so we have to take the velocity with respect to B. B தான் deaccelerate பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு, B தான் match ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. So to find the actual distance it was covered by the car B, okay, to match A. So the displacement S is equal to ut plus half a t square. But B oda velocity we need to find. B oda velocity another it is nothing but 70. Okay, 70 into the time period which it was passing is 0.5 minus half, it is 20 into 0.5 square. Okay, try to find the displacement from this. So B வந்து A க்கு match ஆகும்போது, okay, we are going to find that displacement when it is deaccelerating. Try to find the displacement. So இப்போ chapter வந்து the chapter is nothing but your motion a plane. Okay, so motion a plane, it is your chapter 4. Okay, so one by one we'll discuss about the vectors, types of vectors ella irukku. Okay, first, so the vectors was split into two things, polar and axial. So polar is nothing but which has its own starting point. Okay, or when we are discussing about the straight line, so we'll discuss about the polar. Okay, like our object on the starting point and the start and it was traveling in a straight line, so this is nothing but your polar. Same thing in the axial, they'll be having some starting point, but the object was returning back to the same point. We can say simply polar related to your linear motions, axial related to your angular motions. Remember these relations. So axial related to your angular motions. Example பார்க்கும்போது போலாருக்கு, so straight line னு சொல்லும்போது motion straight line நம்ம already discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். Displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, all are your polar. Okay, so this is your polar vectors. Okay, displacement, force, acceleration என்னென்ன linearly இருக்கோ direction base பண்ணி எல்லாமே வந்து polar vectors சொல்றோம். Axial vectors வந்து angular vector னு சொல்றோம். So இதுல நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றது angular motion ல என்னென்ன கான்செப்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு, லைக் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் torque is nothing but your angular force னு சொல்றோம். Okay, torque. Okay, angular displacement. Okay, theta, angular displacement is theta. Angular velocity, omega. Angular acceleration, alpha. இதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம axial நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். அதே மாதிரி angular momentum, L. There are so many things out there. So linear and angular னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். Okay, but problemsல வரும்போது so எது linear எது angular, linearக்கு angularக்கு என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு, இதெல்லாம் நம்ம ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப் நம்ம படிப்போம். Okay, now make a heading, types of vectors. Okay, so we'll see some vectors. First one, so நான் வந்து எல்லா 11 types சொல்ல மாட்டேன், so அதுல வந்து எது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அது மட்டும் தான் நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். Okay, types of vectors almost 11 types இருக்கு. அதுல வந்து நம்மளுக்கு எது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், எது நம்ம வந்து frequent யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், அது பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம். So first one is equal vector. So first நான் names கொடுத்துறேன், then I'll explain that what is the type of vector. Okay, first one equal vector. Second one negative vector. Third one unit vector. Fourth one collinear vector. Fifth one coplanar vector. Sixth one it is your co-initial vector. Seventh one zero or null vector. And the last one, eighth one, so 8 is enough. Okay, there are 11 types of that, we'll discuss only 8. Last one, eighth one, it is orthogonal unit vector. Orthogonal, orthogonal unit vector. So these are your 8 types of vectors. Okay, so equal vector, negative vector, unit vector, collinear vector, coplanar vector, co-initial vector, zero or null vector, orthogonal unit vector. Okay, so these are your types of vectors. Okay. Okay, anyone, what is equal vector?
Equal magnitude and same direction.
Super, man. So equal magnitude and same direction. Nice. Okay, so one by one we'll see. Okay, anyone tell me what is orthogonal unit vector? Anyone?
Direction along positive x-axis.
Direction along positive x-axis, positive y-axis. Okay, when we are discussing about the axis, okay, so we know that 3 axes are there. So it is your 3-dimensional motion. So x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. When you're specifying the 3 directions or 3 motions or 3 vectors, okay, in terms of vectors. So in the axis, when we are specifying in terms of vectors, so for x-axis, we'll specify with respect to direction I cap and j cap. For k, z-axis it is k cap. Okay, when you are specifying with respect to direction along with this axis, we specify it as I cap, j cap, and k cap. So this type of vector we call it as orthogonal unit vectors. Okay, so what is co-initial vector?
Vectors having the same initial point.
Two vectors having same initial point. Okay, one by one we'll discuss. First one equal vector. அங்கே வந்து ஒரு சின்ன லைன்ல நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க போதும். ரொம்ப definitions எல்லாம் வேணும். So simple will come. So first one equal vectors. Equal vectors na both have same magnitude and same direction. Both have same magnitude and same direction. So that means two vectors I'm taking, A vector and B vector. Rendu vectors வந்து it was traveling in the same direction and same values. So same magnitude and direction. That is same direction. Same magnitude and same direction. That is your equal vectors. Okay. Second one negative vectors. Negative vectors. Negative vectors now same magnitude but in opposite direction. Same magnitude but in opposite directions. Same magnitude but in opposite directions. Okay, this is your negative vector. Same magnitude but in opposite direction. Next one, third one, unit vector. Third one, unit vector. Okay, so unit vector. Unit vector is nothing but, okay, so a vector of unit magnitude. Unit vector is nothing but a vector of unit magnitude. So unit magnitude. Magnitude. When now ஒரு சின்ன example நினைச்சுக்கோங்க. ஒரு சின்ன example பார்க்க. So assume I'm taking a force. I'm applying this force on a mass of 5 kg. Okay. So ஒரு force வந்து நான் apply பண்றேன் on one of the mass. நான் apply பண்ற force வந்து it is 1 Newton. நான் apply பண்ற force வந்து it is 1 Newton. So that means இதோட magnitude வந்து 1 ஆயிருக்கு. இதோட magnitude வந்து 1 ஆயிருக்கு. So then when you're specifying this unit vector, so F vector is equal to, if it is along the x-axis, I'll specify it as I cap. F vector is equal to I cap. F vector is equal to I cap. So அது வந்து அப்படியே மென்ஷன் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Unit vector is a vector of unit magnitude and it will be specified in only with direction. It will be specified only with the direction. It will be specified with only with direction. So there is magnitude is there, but the magnitude is 1. Only direction based method we are specifying it. Okay. So what is the next one? Zero vector. Okay. What is zero vector? What is zero vector? Anyone?
The magnitude is 0.
Yes. Yes, correct. So zero vector is nothing but when the magnitude is equal to 0. Magnitude is 0. So magnitude is 0. When magnitude is 0, we cannot able to specify the direction. Then on the magnitude, so there is no specific direction. So we cannot able to define the direction. We cannot able to define the direction. Okay, magnitude 0 there is no proper direction for it. Next one. What is next one? What is the next one? Collinear vectors. Collinear vectors. Next one. So the vectors which act along the same line or along the parallel lines. Collinear vectors. Now the vectors which are acting along the same line, one line act A vector, B vector, or along the parallel lines, A vector and B vector. So we call it as collinear vectors. Okay, so that means same direction and so on. When we are specifying with respect to angles, so here theta is equal to 0 degrees. Okay, so here theta is equal to same direction. Suppose if it is in opposite direction, same axis in opposite direction, here theta is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, theta is equal to 180 degrees. So we'll discuss these things in your collinear vectors. Next one, coplanar vector. Coplanar vector, na same vectors which act on the same plane. One plane lo when we are discussing about the vectors, it is your coplanar vector. Same plane lo when we are discussing, we call it as coplanar vector. Next one, co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors, na when we are discussing about the two vectors, both are having same common point. or same initial point. Same initial point and when the vectors are starting, so we call it as co-initial vectors. A vector, B vector, C vector, any vector which is having a common point here. Okay, our common starting point, we call it as co-initial vector. Okay, co-initial vector. And the orthogonal unit vector is nothing but orthogonal unit vector. Last one, orthogonal unit vector is, so conversion of axis or conversion of dimensions of axis into the direction. Axis to direction. Okay, so x-axis as I cap, y-axis as j cap, and z-axis as k cap. Y cap, j cap, k cap. This is your orthogonal unit vector. To specify only with respect to the directions. Okay, next one. So இதுக்கு மேல வந்து நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம் types of vectors. So these types of vectors are important. That's it. Okay, so next one, next heading. Next heading. Addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. So when we are discussing about the addition of vectors, there are the basic two types here, ரொம்ப important. Okay, அதுல triangle law of vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition, and there is one more thing called orthogonal. Orthogonal நம்ம last discuss பண்ணலாம். So first one is a triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. Second one, parallelogram law of vector addition, and third one, orthogonal. So these two are important. Okay, triangle law of vector and parallelogram law of vector addition. Now, so one by one we'll discuss. First one, triangle law of vector addition. Triangle law of vector addition. One by one we'll say. So assume there are two vectors are there. Heading on the triangle law of vector addition. Now on the ரொம்ப detail எல்லாம் போக மாட்டேன், derivations எல்லாம் வேண்டாம் நம்மளுக்கு. Only on the formula important. அது base பண்ணி we'll do discuss with some more sums. Okay. So assume there are two vectors are there. So vector A. Okay. So which was starting from the initial point. It is your initial point. And once A vector completes, there is one more vector. It is vector B. Okay, one vector complete ஆன உடனே இன்னொரு vector start ஆயிடும். இது initial point, இது final point. Initial point, இது final point. Now, so when we are discussing about the initial and final points, இதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு shorter path இருக்கணும், shorter distance. The shorter distance between the initial point and final point is nothing but your resultant. Okay, in the resultant தான் we can say it is your displacement. So initial to A to B is nothing but your distance, and displacement is nothing but initial to final, direct straight line. Okay, now so to solve this triangle law of vector addition, எனக்கு வந்து angles கொஞ்சம் slope இருக்கிறதுனால to make it comfortable, we are taking a straight line, a perpendicular point. Okay, from the surface. So it is making an angle theta. So here I am assuming it as angle theta. So A vector to B vector, it was making an angle theta. So angle theta is the opposite side in the adjacent side. So if you know that, so opposite side, that is perpendicular point. Y-axis on the always I'll specify it as a sin theta. Suppose if you know that, I'll leave it or else I'll explain it. Perpendicular point எப்பவுமே நான் வந்து sin theta க்கு நான் specify பண்றேன், and x-axis I'll specify it as cos theta. Okay, x-axis I'll specify with respect to the cos theta. இது உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா தெரியாதா? Suppose if you know it, okay, or else நான் வந்து explain பண்றேன். Perpendicular or y-axis எப்பவுமே sin theta இருக்கும், x-axis எப்பவுமே will consider it as cos theta. இதோட ரிலேஷன்ஸ் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக்ஸ்ல வரும், மேக்னடிசம்ல வரும், இந்த கான்செப்ட்ஸ் அப்படியே சுத்திட்டே இருக்குது. ஓகே, இது தெரியுமா தெரியாதமா? தெரியலனா I'll explain or else I'll leave it. Yes sir, okay fine. ஒருத்தர் தான் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் பண்றீங்க, but okay. Okay, so here assuming from this point to this point, this is nothing but your hypotenuse. I'm assuming this is your B. So இதுக்கு opposite வந்து B sin theta, and இதுக்கு adjacent வந்து it is B cos theta. Okay, it was making a right angle triangle combination. Now on the இதே நான் திரும்பி specify பண்றேன். So I'm just drawing a right angle triangle. So it is combination with respect to axis and சொல்லும்போது it is A plus B cos theta, and இதுக்கு opposite வந்து it is a B sin theta. So resume into here, we are going to find the resultant and we are going to find the direction. Resultant find out பண்றோம் and the direction find out பண்றோம். So to find the resultant, we are taking Pythagoras theorem. So directly நம்ம வந்து பண்ணிக்கலாம். But to find the direction வேணும்னா we are taking an angle between the resultant and one of the smallest vector. Resultant க்கு one of the smallest vector க்கு I am taking an angle alpha. Okay, so alpha used to specify the direction for the resultant. Okay, so now, so here this is your angle alpha. So resultant ki one of the smallest vector ki number discuss panta problems varumbodhu adhe madri kekpaanga. Okay, so now to find the resultant, r is equal to, I'll give the direct relation Pythagoras theorem based pani, r is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, and tan alpha. Why tan alpha? Na resultant on the we don't know. We know only opposite side and we know adjacent side. Okay, so with respect to the tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent. So it is a b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. This is your relation. Okay, so இதே formula for triangle method, இதே formula for parallelogram. Okay. So triangle method in the மாதிரி இருக்கும், both are starting with a different initial points. So ஆனா parallelogram both are starting with the same initial points. Okay, இப்போதைக்கு நான் வந்து vector formatல நான் discuss பண்ணல இது. So these are your general equations, these are nothing but your magnitudes. Okay, so parallelogram சொல்லும்போது the picture will be like this. So both are traveling with the same initial points. So the A vector and the B vector, both are traveling with the same initial points. Okay, and we are going to find the resultant between these two. This is your resultant, and again B to parallel line I will draw on. So makes a half triangle here. In the triangle the three relay concept the other relation. So this resultant and this tan alpha formulas are important. Okay, so remember this formula. We'll do one or two sums on this, then we'll go to the next class. Okay, so there are some special cases out there on this formula. Right? Have you taken this formula? Formula மட்டும் note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. We'll do some problems on this. Special case ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு note பண்ணிக்கோங்க அது கீழ. Or
Sir.
Okay, so special case, if both vectors are traveling in the same direction, both vectors are traveling in the same direction. When both vectors are traveling in the same directions, okay, so the theta angle theta is equal to 0 degrees. Always remember angle theta வந்து நான் எப்படி ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்னா a vectorக்கு and b vector. So this is your angle theta. a vectorக்கு b vectorக்கு அதோட angle difference angle வந்து theta ன்னு சொல்றோம். Now, so first case வந்து if theta is equal to 0 degrees, what is the resultant relation? What is the resultant formula?
Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab.
Equal to a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square cos 0. Cos 0 is, it is 1, so it is a 2ab. Correct? So I can write this one as root of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So square root to square will get cancelled. So r is equal to a plus b. So if you are specifying in terms of directions, r vector equal to a vector plus b vector. So remember, when two vectors a b vectors both are traveling in the same direction, the resultant enagum rendu addition agum. This is the orthogonal vectors la நம்ம discuss பண்ணலாம். So r is equal to a plus b. So second case, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, what is the resultant? R equal to, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, what is the resultant? What is the value of cos?
Root of a square plus b square.
So r is equal to, so cos 90 is equal to 0. So it is nothing but r is equal to root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square. Then what will happen to tan alpha? Tan alpha என்ன ஆகும்? Tan alpha formula என்னது? b sin theta by a plus b cos theta ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கு. Okay, tan alpha என்ன ஆகும் அப்போ? So it is b sin 90, sin 91 by a plus b cos 90, cos 90 0. So tan alpha is equal to b by a. Tan alpha is equal to b by a. You can specify the relation here itself. Picture here draw பண்ணிக்கோங்க வேணும்னா. So it is b vector, it is a vector. So angle theta வந்து 90 degrees. இதோட resultant வந்து is r. So it is like a right angle triangle. Okay, இங்கே தான் உங்க angle alpha. So the alpha is nothing but right angle triangle, and it is nothing but opposite by adjacent. So it is b by a. Third case, if theta is equal to 180 degrees. If theta is equal to 180 degrees, what is R? Resultant in now 180 degrees.
A square plus B square minus 2AB.
Yes, no. So it is A square plus B square minus 2AB, or else I can specify it as A minus B whole square, square root of A minus B whole square. So minus square root and square will get cancelled. So R is equal to A minus B. This is your resultant. So in the special case based money, we'll do some problems. Okay. Or okay, we'll do a problem on this. And இப்போதுக்கு வந்து நான் ஆங்கிள்ஸ் பத்தி நான் சொல்ல நம்ம வந்து எண்ட்ல ஒரு ஷார்ட்கட் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் மிஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு நினைக்கிறேன். நான் வந்து ஒரு ஷார்ட்கட் நான் சொல்றேன் டு ஃபைண்ட் த ஆங்கிள்ஸ். அது வந்து அப்ராக்சிமேட் தான் இருக்கும். லைக் அசம்ப்ஷன் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். ஆக்சுவலி வராது. ஓகே. ஆர்எல்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்குன்னா ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்ல அந்த ஆங்கிள் ரிலேஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருவாங்க அவங்களுக்கு. Okay, some cases like for example, if you want to find tan 10 degrees, tan 20 degrees, or tan inverse of the value, they'll give the values in the problems itself. Some cases. Okay, so take a question. Take a question. A body is simultaneously given. Body is simultaneously given two velocities. Simultaneously given two velocities, one 30 meter per second, due east. So 130 meter per second due east, and other 40 meter per second due north, and 40 meter per second due north. Find the resultant velocity. Okay, I'll repeat the question. A body is simultaneously given two velocities, one 30 meter per second due north and other 40 meter per second due. I'll repeat again. A body is simultaneously given two velocities, one 30 meter per second due east and other 40 meter per second due north. Okay, find the resultant velocity. Try to find it. So in your east and north and solomode, there will be having some angle. Okay, or object mela two velocities நம்ம வந்து apply பண்ணிட்டு. So one towards the east, one towards the north. So here the angle is 90 degrees. ரெண்டு வெக்டர்ஸ்க்கு angle வந்து 90 degrees. Okay, we are going to find the resultant. This is your R. நான் ஆல்ரெடி வந்து ஒரு ஃபார்முலா கொடுத்திருக்கேன். நம்ம ஸ்பெஷல் கேसेसல பார்த்திருக்கோம். If theta is equal to 90 degrees, the resultant R is equal to it is square root of A square plus B square. A square plus B square. Okay, so first of all, try to find the resultant from it. A value on the 30, B value on the 40. Try to find the resultant. Then you need to find the tan alpha. Tan alpha only it is between the resultant and one of the smallest vector. So tan alpha is equal to formula of B by A. So try to give me the value of tan alpha. Tan alpha mattu kodum. Try to find it.
Relative velocity.
Relative velocity இல்லமா resultant velocity இது. நம்ம relative velocity நம்ம வந்து விட்டுட்டோம். அது ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆச்சுக்கிட்டு. Okay, we call this resultant velocity. Resultant velocity is 50 meter per second. Okay, what is tan alpha then? B by A. 500 கிடையாதுன்னா 50 தான். ஸ்வேதா 500 கிடையாது 50 தான். கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. It is just 30 square plus 40 square.
.7, sir.
Sorry, how much?
1.7.
1.33 something. 1.33 will be there, and it will be continuous. 1.333. Okay, so these are your relations. I'll give one more sum. நீங்க ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணுங்க. ஸோ சம்ஸ் வந்து இதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும் இனிமேல். கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, I'll give one more sum. Two forces of 5 Newton and 7 Newton. Two forces of 5 Newton and 7 Newton. Two forces of 5 Newton and 7 Newton. 7 Newton act on a particle with an angle of 60 degrees. With an angle of 60 degrees between them. With an angle of 60 degrees between them. Find the resultant force. Find the resultant force. I'll repeat the question. Two forces, 5 Newton and 7 Newton. 5 Newton, 7 Newton act on a particle with an angle of 60 degrees between them. Find the resultant force. We are going to find the resultant force for this one. Right? நீங்க resultant force find out பண்ணிட்டு then you have to find the tan alpha. Okay, ரெண்டுமே find out பண்ணனும். அது வந்து practice வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Resultant is your magnitude, tan alpha is your angle, the direction.
.7 meter per second, sir.
Yes, ma'am. What is the answer?
0.9.
என்னோட சொல்றீங்களா? Resultant என்ன answer?
9.9.
9.9 approximate 10.44 வருது. 10.44 வருது நியூட்டன்ஸ் ஆன்சர். செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Answer is 10.44. Okay, sir, what is tan alpha then? What is tan alpha? Tan alpha formula வந்து b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. ab values தெரியும். Try to find.
By 2, sir.
1/2. இல்லமா 1/2 கிடையாது. ஸோ tan alpha வந்து அரௌண்ட் 0.7132 வருது. 0.7132 வருது tan alpha. Which formula use it, sir? Sir, please can you solve this sum, sir? Okay. Krishnaveni, okay. See, resultant. So R is equal to square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta ன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன். Remember, first வந்து நீங்க a எது b எது நீங்க வந்து find out பண்ணணும். Okay. அவங்க வந்து சீக்வென்ஸ்ல தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. It is a 5 newtons and 7 newtons ன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Okay. So a is your 5 square plus b is 7 square plus 2ab, that is 5 into 7 into cos 60 degrees. So cos 60 degrees value வந்து 1/2. Cos 60 degrees value on the, it is 1/2. 1/2. So when you solve it, okay, you will get approximate square root of 109. Square root of 109. Okay, if you are getting square root of 109, it was correct. Illana, you have the calculation the mistake on it. And which is equal to approximate 10.4 newtons. Approximate. You have the 10.1, 10.2, 10.3. You have the check one thing. So the answer you will get around 10.4 newtons. Now we got the resultant. Now, எனக்கு வந்து angle and the direction I find it பண்ணணும். To find the direction, I'm using a formula tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. இது முன்னாடி நான் சொன்னது. B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Okay, so in this relation, b வந்து எனக்கு 7. B வந்து 7. A வந்து 5. So 7 sin 60 by, it is 5 plus 7 cos 60. 5 plus 7 cos 60. Sin 60 value is nothing but root 3 by 2. It is root 3 by 2. And cos 60 value is your 1 by 2. Okay, when you do the calculation, you will get around 0.712. 0.712. This is your answer. These are your formulas. Already na kurta formulas are rendered formulas. You can't na questions kurta. Resultant one that is your magnitude and for angle. That is for direction. Okay, Amma? Right. Okay, next question பார்க்கலாம். So answers note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நீங்க வந்து step by step solve பண்ணுங்க. Okay, doubts இருந்தா we'll discuss. So next question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Next question. இதை நீங்களே try பண்ணுங்க. So two forces whose magnitudes are in the ratio of 3:5. Two forces whose magnitudes are in the ratio of 3:5. Are in the ratio of 3:5. Okay, give a resultant 35 newtons. Gives a resultant of 35 newtons. 35 newtons. If the angle of inclination between the two vectors, the angle of inclination is 60 degrees. If the angle of inclination is 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Find the magnitude of each force. Find the magnitude of each force. We are going to find the magnitude of each force. So assume I'll take this F1 and I'll take this F2. I'll repeat the question. Two forces whose magnitudes are in the ratio of 3:5 gives a resultant of 35 newtons. If the angle of inclination is 60 degrees, find the magnitude of each force. Find the magnitude of each force. Remember, இங்க வந்து ratios கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay வா? So நான் ratios எப்படி எடுத்துக்கிறேன்னா, I'll take it as F1 by F2. F1 by F2 தான் they have given as 3/5 கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. 3/5. F1 by F2 தான் 3/5 சொல்றேன். நான் எனக்கு வந்து angle theta தெரியும், which is 60 degrees, and அதோட resultant தெரியும். Now, இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன், இதோட values the exact values இதுன்னு நான் சொல்ல முடியாது because it is just a ratio. So for that, I'm just taking it as x on both the sides. That is numerator and denominator. I'll take this x. Now, when you're comparing, F1 is equal to 3x, F2 is equal to 5x. F1 is equal to 3x, F2 is equal to 5x. Now, try to find the resultant for these values. Resultant to find out, resultant already 35 newtons. Resultant theorem. Try to find x values from it. So, formula on the same thing. R is equal to square root of, that is F1 square. Instead of AB, I have taken it as F1 and F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. This is your formula. Okay, so F1 on the 3x, F2 on the 5x, cos theta, that is cos 60 degrees, and the resultant is 35 newtons. Is 35 newtons. So from this relation, try to find x. X to find out panunga. First, suppose varlana, I'll do it. Try to find x from these relations. Okay, suppose நீங்க வந்து problems இப்போதான் பண்றீங்க, இப்போதான் start பண்றீங்க problems பண்றதுன்னா just go slower. Okay, நம்ம வந்து இன்னும் important topics நிறைய இருக்கு. அந்த topics போறதுக்குள்ள நீங்க வந்து தரவாயிட்டீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் practice பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும். Okay, find the x. So others, if you have any difficulty, please let me know that இந்த sum நானே solve பண்றேன். Suppose உங்களுக்கு தெரியலனா or else நீங்க பண்றது கொஞ்சம் better. Okay, so x value வந்து it is around, you will get 5. Okay, when you're substituting x here, you will get 15 and 25 newtons. 15 and 25 newtons. Okay, this is your question. Okay, so இன்னொரு question பார்க்கலாம். இந்த question நீங்க try பண்ணுங்க. Then we'll see the next concept. Next question. Next question. So the greatest and the least resultant of, next question, the greatest and the least resultant of, the greatest and the least resultant of two forces, least resultant of two forces acting at a point are 29 newtons and 5 newtons. 29 newtons and 5 newtons. I'll repeat the question. The greatest and the least resultant of two forces, greatest and the least resultant of two forces acting at a point are 29 newtons and 5 newtons. If each force is increased by 3 newtons, if each force is increased by 3 newtons, okay, find the resultant of two new forces. Find the resultant of two new forces acting at right angle to each other. Acting at right angle to each other. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. Acting at right angle to each other. I'll repeat the question. So the greatest and the least resultant of two forces acting at a point are 29 newtons and 5 newtons. So that means இங்க வந்து greatest and the least. Remember ரெண்டு forces இருக்கு. ரெண்டு forcesல greatest na it is A plus B. நான் வந்து forces வந்து F1 F2 இருக்கு. So it is F1 plus F2. F1 plus F2 is your greatest force. So a summation. So இதோட value வந்து 29 newtons. அதே மாதிரி F1 minus F2. Summation. So subtraction is nothing but your least. F1 minus F2 is 5 newtons. Okay, so from this relation நான் என்ன find out பண்ணனும்னா F1 F2 தனியா find out பண்ணனும். F1 F2 find out பண்ணனும். F1 F2 find out பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா with the new forces I'm going to add plus 3 to it. Okay, one the forces I'm going to add 3 newtons. I'm going to add 3 newtons. The 3 newtons add பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா with the same new forces we are going to find the resultant. Okay, so இதோட theta value வந்து 90 degrees இருக்கு. புரியுதா? So first F1 F2 find out பண்ணுங்க, then அதுக்கு 3 newtons add பண்ணுங்க, individually 3 newtons add பண்ணிட்டு resultant
is equal to 17, sir.
F1 is equal to 17. Yes, ma, correct. Super. What about F2? Okay, and same thing, you have to find tan alpha along with it. You have to find tan alpha.
So is equal to 12.
It is 12. Yes, ma, correct. F2 is equal to 12 newtons. So, இதே மாதிரி try to find the resultant and try to find the tan alpha. Find it.
இந்த cos 90 ஓட வேல்யூ மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க. cos 90
யார்கிட்ட கேக்குறீங்க? ஓகே சரி, cos 90 வந்து it is 0.
Resultant velocity 20.8 sir.
எதுமா ரிசல்டன்ட்டா? ரிசல்டன்ட் வந்து it is 25 நியூட்டன்ஸ் வருதுமா. ரிசல்டன்ட் வந்து 25 நியூட்டன்ஸ் வரும். 25 செக் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா இங்க வந்து +3 ஆட் பண்ணும்போது it is 20 நியூட்டன்ஸ், அங்க இங்க +3 ஆட் பண்ணும்போது 15 நியூட்டன்ஸ். 20 + 15 தான் ரிசல்டன்ட் வரும். செக் பண்ணுங்க.
Alpha is equal to 0.8 sir.
0. Yes, approximate 0.75 to 0.8. Resultant 25, correct? Okay, good. Okay. Any doubts so far? There doubts?
No sir.
நான் ஒரு homework question ஒரே ஒரு question கொடுக்கிறேன். நீங்க வந்து if you can able to do it, try it, or else நம்ம வந்து Monday நம்ம solve பண்ணலாம். Okay, ஒரு question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Question note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நீங்க try பண்ணுங்க, or else we'll discuss that. இந்த மாதிரி questions வந்து important தான். Okay, so question is, a river 800 meters wide, a river 800 meters wide. நம்ம இப்போ வந்து ரிசல்டன்ட் அதோட ஆங்கிள்ஸ் தீட்டாஸ் எல்லாம் என்ன டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ சிமிலர் தான். பட் கொஸ்டின் வந்து கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த பிக்சர் ஏதாவது பிக்சர் நானே சொல்லிடுறேன், எப்படி பண்ணணும்னு நானே சொல்லிடுறேன். ஓகே, டேக் த கொஸ்டின். A river 800 meters wide, 800 meters wide, flows at a rate of 5 kilometers per hour. Flows at a rate of 5 kilometers per hour. 5 kilometers per hour. A swimmer who can swim at 10 kilometers per hour. A swimmer who can swim 10 kilometers per hour in still water. In still water. Still water is stable water without any disturbance. Still water. In still water. Okay, so wishes to cross a river straight. Wishes to cross a river straight. Cross a river straight. In that first question, along what direction must he strike? Along what direction must he strike? Along what direction must he strike? Second question. What should be his resultant velocity? What should be his resultant velocity? What should be his resultant velocity? The third question, third one, how much time he would take? How much time he would take? How much time he would take? I'll repeat the question. A river 800 meters wide flows at a rate of 5 kilometers per hour. Okay, flows at a rate of 5 kilometers per hour. A swimmer who can swim at 10 kilometers per hour in still water wishes to cross the river straight. Along what direction must he strike? First question. Second question, what should be his resultant velocity? Third question, how much time he would take? How much time he would take? So these are your questions. Okay, so number one by one we'll see. So now the picture drop on, I'll explain it, then you solve it. Okay, right. So one by one we'll see. So in the question on the, so there is a bank of river. So either bank of river or a wide, on the, it is 800 meters. River or a wide on the 800 meters. Okay, and the river velocity of the river, rate of flow it was flowing, velocity of the river on the in the direction it is this direction. So I'm taking this as vector A. Okay, right? So now, so the man was swimming. He has to swim. He has to swim in a straight line. So he has to swim straight line to travel aganum nenikran. But so but இது வந்து flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு with constant velocity flow ஆயிட்டு இருக்கிறதுனால, so stable water constant velocity flow ஆகிறதுனால it is 5 kilometers per hour. So he cannot able to move straight. So straight போனோம்னா he can reach somewhere else. So cross up because of the velocity. Okay, so அதனால என்ன பண்ணனும்னா he has to move with a different angle. For a particular angle he has to strike. So strike பண்ணனும். So this is your angle. This is your angle. Okay, now we are going to find this is BT. Okay, this is B. Now we are going to find the resultant between these two. So we are going to find the resultant V. In the resultant velocity, we are going to find, this is your second question. Okay, so V1 theorem, V2 theorem. Okay, we are going to find this angle theta. First of all, the angle theta number 3. So to find the angle theta, first find angle theta. Okay, then try to find the resultant velocity. Okay, then try to find the time period. So in the moon case, you try pananga. This is your picture. Think pananga. Okay, or else I'll explain this. Okay, sir. Next one we'll see. Next cases. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the difference between cross product and dot product? What is cross product and what is dot product? கொஞ்சம் மைக் ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு பேசினா நல்லா இருக்குமா? ஒரு 2 minutes தான் நான் விட்டுடுறேன், டார்ச்சர் பண்ண மாட்டேன். What is cross product and what is dot?
Cross product is a vector product, sir.
Super, ma. Okay.
Dot product is scalar product, sir.
Super, ma. Okay, fine. Okay. See, cross and dot நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது it is cross product and it is dot product. ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்க்கலாம். So when you are multiplying two vectors, that is A vector and B vector. Okay, same thing in A vector dot B vector. Both are multiplication. Both are under multiplication. Okay, so இங்க வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன், ரெண்டு வெக்டர்ஸ் நான் வந்து மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணா, ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணா, இதோட ரிசல்டன்ட் வந்து C vector should be vector. So இது வெக்டர் இருக்கிறதா we call it as cross product. அப்போதான் நம்ம வந்து cross and சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்றோம். When I discussing about the dot, இங்க வந்து scalar. It is for scalar and it is for vector. Okay, now we'll discuss now. இதுக்கு வந்து சின்ன ஃபார்முலா மட்டும் நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். After that I'll leave you people. So A vector cross B vector is equal to, so A vector B vector sin theta. So இத நான் மாடுலஸ் பண்றது it is for your magnitude. Modulus பண்றது it is for your magnitude. So here also A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A modulus of B cos theta. Modulus of A modulus of B cos theta. Okay, so in the relations ரொம்ப important. There are so many properties are there, and the properties எல்லாம் we'll discuss in Monday's class. Okay, so ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா ப்ளீஸ் ஆஸ்க். நான் வந்து ஸ்லோவாவே போறேன். ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க தான் பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணணும். டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தா கேளுங்க. நான் ஒர்க் ஷீட்ஸ் இன்னைக்கு வந்து நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன். Right, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. So we'll see on Monday, right? So if anything is there doubts in the, please adula group la irukku, you can text me that. Na worksheets na share பண்றேன். Monday வரும்போது அந்த worksheets at least units measurement ஆவது complete பண்றது try பண்ணுங்க.